During a recent event in Flint, Michigan, former President Donald Trump was asked what he would do to reduce the price of food. His answer was all over the place.
We have to start always with energy, always. I don't want to be boring about it, but there's no bigger subject. It covers everything. If you make donuts, if you make cars, whatever you make, energy is a big deal, and we're going to get that. It's my ambition to get your energy bill within 12 months down 50%. If I can do that, we've done a hell of a job. 5-0, not 15, 50. Interest rates are going to follow, and actually they're going to follow for another reason. The economy is now not good, and interest rates, you'll see they'll do the rate cut and all the political stuff tomorrow, I think. And, you know, will he do a half a point? Will he do a quarter of a point? But we're going to get interest rates down, and we got to work with our farmers. Our farmers are being decimated right now. They're being absolutely decimated. And you know, one of the reasons is we allow a lot of farm product into our country, and we're going to have to be a little bit like other countries. We're not going to allow so much we're going to let our farmers go to work. It's the first time this ever happened to me. Everyone they want money, they want to build windmills. We want money with these windmills. Anyway. But you know what? It was amazing. He said, almost tears in his eyes, they were getting decimated. We don't want a subsidy. We just want to a fair, level playing field. Interest rates, energy, and common sense. A lot of it's common sense. Everything. You know, I like to say, we're the party of common sense. We want to have a strong border. You know, there's a gorgeous computer down here. In about 2 weeks, it's going to be obsolete. A friend of mine is in that business. He hates it. He said, we come up with a new model, and it's the greatest. About 3.5 weeks later, the damn thing's totally obsolete. The only thing that never gets obsolete is a wall and a wheel.
What? What? Oh, the only thing that's never obsolete is a wall or a wheel. Really? Great Wall of China, a bit obsolete. You can fly over it. Just saying. You know, wall, bit obsolete. At least for that purpose. Look, this was word salad, okay? And by the way, like, oh, you edited it to make it sound so bad. No. Listen to the whole thing, right? So this is 8 minutes long of just Donald Trump jumping around, always usually ending up on immigration, but jumping around to different things when asked a direct question of, hey, what are you going to do to reduce the price of food? In fact, look, I'm gonna show you more of it.
They have the material, we don't. What we have is a thing called gasoline. We have gasoline. We have so much gasoline, we don't know what to do. They don't have gasoline. So why are we making a product that they dominate? They're going to dominate. You will not have a car industry left, not even a little bit of a car industry. So, and you're going to have electric cars, but you're going to have 7%, you're going to have 9%, whatever it may be. And maybe someday the technology becomes so good that you can do more. I mean, you know, it's fine. But right now, the battery technology isn't there for long term. I always say, I love the electric car, but they don't go far enough, and they don't do well. You know, in Iowa, it was 20 degrees below zero when we had our great success in Iowa. We had and there were cars all over the place. I said, what's wrong with those cars? They don't work well in cold, and they don't work very well in heat. But Elon's going to figure it out because he's great. He gave me the greatest endorsement. He figures everything out. Right now, he's got other things to think. He's got to get a rocket up to get those two people out of there. I said, Elon, let's get going. No, they're relying on Elon to get the two people. Who would like to be up there right now saying, we're coming back home maybe in February? So that was not so good. But Elon will solve the problem. He's great guy. And he loves this state, and he loves your whole, everything you're doing here. And he's done a fantastic job. He really has. And if he didn't endorse me, I would not be saying that, okay? I wouldn't be saying that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for what? That was word salad, okay? So, look, if you were unfortunate enough, as I was, to sit through and listen to the whole thing, all right? You listen to the whole thing, he's got no plan to address the price of food at all. Okay, see, he talks about, oh, why don't we cut the supply of imported food? Oh, and let the farmers get back to work. Problem with that, experts say the plan would be massively inflationary yes, it would actually make the cost of food cost more, increase. Wow. And let me get back to this one thing, because it's just hilariously dumb. So he's talking about solar, right? Solar, electric cars, and China, whatever. What we have is a thing called gasoline. We have gasoline. We have so much gasoline, we don't know what to do with it. They don't have gasoline. China doesn't have gasoline? What? What? No. China actually did something smart when it came to solar. They invested heavily into it. We didn't. And so, yeah, are they doing better because of that investment? Yes. Yes, they are. So had we done the same thing, we could dominate solar and EVs. But we didn't. We didn't because of, unfortunately, the big three automakers at first had absolutely resisted it, as well as, of course, giant fossil fuel corporations, which are multinational and have just an outstanding, outsized amount of lobbying influence on our politicians that they have bought off. And so, yeah, there's that. But anyway, his plans, he didn't really have a plan. He just, again, word salad, verbal diarrhea. That's really it. He just spewed it all over the audience in Flint. Like, wow. Look, this would be disastrous for the average American, okay? Now, he talks about, well, we just need more energy, right? We just got to drill, baby, drill. Energy. Look, I'm not saying energy isn't important. It is. It's also important to do renewable energy, like the windmills that he hates. I know. But a massive amount of jobs that were created by wind energy and by solar energy. And so it's actually dominating coal. Coal jobs have shrunk dramatically, even with Donald Trump attempting to save the coal industry by artificially propping it up. No, solar and wind jobs have eclipsed coal by thousands, tens of thousands of jobs. And so that's the reality of the situation. So you want to talk about like how important energy is. We should have an energy mix, at least for now, until we can go full renewable. But look, production, by the way, U.S. production of energy is at record levels. So you can't really do anything more. What do we need to do? We're already the leader, world leader in energy. We've got more energy than we know what to do with. And prices still haven't come down. You know why? It's because energy, there's a world market for it. Fossil fuels, there is a world market for it. It all comes down to capitalism. It all comes down to private companies owning these, what should be public goods. Okay? So now, by the way, it's not a good thing when Harris and Democrats, point out, well, we have record energy production from fossil fuels. No, that's a terrible thing. Okay? That's terrible for the environment. But again, getting back to Trump here, right? He has no real plans to help average people. His plans are there to help the rich. They're there to help giant corporations. They are not there to help you. They will harm you. Getting into a trade war, doing these tariffs, the other countries do not pay the tariffs. You end up getting charged more as a result of the tariffs. It's a tax on average people. So Donald Trump's going to raise taxes on you while cutting rates for corporations and himself. When it comes down to it, that is the real Trump agenda, to shift the cost, to shift the burden of prices and taxes onto you and off of himself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.